So this is the last question I'll ask. In 2014, the district earned 4 A's for academic growth for the second straight year on the state report card, but the district struggled in other areas. For the second straight year, the district met only 7 of 24 standards that measure student proficiency. It earned an F in annual measurable objectives, which gauge how minority and disability groups are doing. Graduation rates barely improved. Renovated buildings are nice, but what should the district do to improve these scores? You mentioned a little bit before about parent engagement. How do you reach these students who maybe they don't want to learn? And I'll start with James.
Well, I mean, first of all, I mean, I look at home at 2 children that are getting excellent educations at Heights, but here, the buildings that they're in show that they're in failing schools. I mean, what kind of kid wants to feel like they're in a failing school? Who didn't want to label a school as a failing school? And then when you look at how these test scores are actually computed from the states, you realize an A isn't really an A, because in order to get an A in a district like Solon is very different than having to get an A in Cleveland Heights. It's just, I mean, they're not fair and they're not accurate. So first of all, I take exception to the fact that we have this testing system that's really designed for many political reasons not to be 100% accurate. And it hurts schools like inner ring schools, where you have for-profit charter schools that the state would like to see come in and educate the kids. How can you fix the problem? Well, you really can't. I mean, we really have to communicate out to the public why we aren't succeeding in certain areas. We have room for improvement. I mean, we're not perfect. I mean, there's things our district needs to improve. And the test scores help that. Shaker sort of has this thing where they call measuring what matters. And I'd like to see Cleveland Heights to try to develop something like that, so we can really have better benchmarks to report out to the community and more accurate.
What was that called?
Measuring that matters.
Okay. Okay, Beverly, would you like to?
Basically, I agree with all that Jim said. One of the things I think that, because I haven't been I have a 24-year-old, so I haven't been like closely involved in what's going on, the reason that they are having failing grades. I'm not really sure the reason behind that, but I think one of the things that the whole testing piece, I do think that some of the testing is unnecessary, and I think that they need to have a better way to measure a child's success. And I think that it needs to be caught on early on, not wait till they get to the high school level. And again, that's with parent engagement, and very important that parents are engaged in their child's education so they can make sure that they steer them so that they can succeed.
Okay. James, would you like to add something?
Yeah, I just keep on thinking of one of my daughter's friends that when she was in elementary school, kids would come to our house and they would sort of, rob the snack cupboard, and that was all a good thing. But this one would say that, oh, well, we took the math test, and it was the test that the state uses to compute the scores. And I think the quote is, oh, I just put B in every single bubble because I like B's. And it's like, you could have done better than that. I mean, come on. I mean, but this is the mindset. So then the school gets ranked on stuff like that, and it's just like, oh, come on. And these are good kids that do this. I mean, is it really a true measurement on the school, or maybe some of the kids that go to the school, and maybe on the day that the test is taken? So.
Thanks. Beverly, would you like to add anything?
No.
Okay.